Now, the first 2 or 3 days, they didn't do it. But one kid did. The one kid they were trying to expel. He is a homeless child. He had issues after he left school. Where was he going to sleep? So, when I went back to class, I said, who all did what we said we were going to do? The one kid said, he raised his hand. I gave him $5. I said, it's a payoff to doing the right thing. It's a consequences to doing the wrong thing. And so, since then, all of the children have not only kept their promise, but their grades it's all A's and B's now. You walk in that class, they stand up, you can hear a pin drop. Because of an agreement, you can go on the internet where there's one child who couldn't read. Not long ago, my little son and I, who's in 3rd grade, put him in the back of my truck and took him for a ride. And we talked about the value of reading. And if you can't read, then you're surely going to go to jail because you're not going to get a job. And you're not going to starve. So you're going to steal from somebody because you can't earn it yourself. Now he's reading 8 to 9 books a week. You can go and see it for yourself. If anybody wants to see what miracle looks like when a teacher and a community partner connect, you have miracle power. But if you add some God to it, you have godly miracle power. So Mr. Paul Pettifer and I stick close together because he is my mentor from a spiritual perspective. And I put together the mentoring part pieces. He put together the spiritual outlook on it. And this teacher, whether it's 5 o'clock in the evening or 5 o'clock in the morning, we're communicating. Her whole class has been transformed into one, all for one and one for all. Yep. And each child loving one another and respecting one another. Next thing we have designed, the children and I, is called an item called I Am, You Are, We Can. It's a document that sits on their desk. And that desk says, I am smart. I am beautiful. I believe in myself. All those things that are positive. And when they get a little bit out of line, the teacher say, read me your list of who you really are. And when they go back and read that list of, I am this and this and this, I am courteous, I am helpful. Well, are you really being who you say you are, or was this a lie? And the child said, no, this is who I really am. I'm just having a bad moment. Well, your list says you're not going to have a bad moment because you are other things. So it's making them identify with those things. But they also have to say it for their classmates. This is what I see in you. And when they see positive things in their classmates, they're not going to bully them because it's written down. The kid said, you said I was this. You said I was that. And it goes back to the right side of the list. In the middle, it says what we can do as a community. What we can do. None of us in this room can go through this life alone. Yet most of you have looked children in the face who had the challenge every day with no love. Love has become a scarce item in our community. Mostly because I think that adults are somewhat more afraid of children than children are of adults. And so when the adults stay away, the children learn from children. But people like myself will walk in there and take charge, whereas you guys are handcuffed by the rules and released to be able to be a mentor. I will go to his house on Sunday morning and pick him up, but I'll go to his house on Saturday morning and pick him up as well. Let's go to work. So if any of you guys ever come to my place of business, you're going to see children working. My walls are lined with articles from American Press, plastered on beautiful oak board that give illustrations of positive things that children have accomplished in our community. We are a powerful tool. Are we every day applying that tool? Are we putting gas in those tanks so they can go the extra mile? Are we adding love? Am I doing my part of helping, or am I doing my part of complaining? What am I doing? And then I can tell what results I have on the end. I'm going to close by saying nothing happens without partnerships. When homework night came along and I was the children, What do? They say duplicate church. Wednesday night they have Bible study. Let's do Monday night homework night. Open the church building. Feed some children. They're hungry, feed them. So every Monday night, Paul and I and Bobby, we open and we do one-on-one mentoring. Most of them just need someone to talk to. But they also need a chili dog, a hot dog. Thanks to Wendy's, they get Wendy's chilies. But each one of us have this much value. Are we using it? We can take them on a ride to the next stage. Are we offering them a ride? Are we opening our doors? Or are we just saying it's not working and sitting back and watch it deteriorate? I don't know the answer to that. I just know that change happens when people are led. It's the history of America. Are these children being led by someone other than the teacher in the classroom? That concludes my talk.
Right on.